Welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair if you're new here, and today we're doing a bake with me. We're making a small chocolate cake with the ganache and raspberries, and this is actually going to be as a birthday cake for my friend. You'll see this way after, but I figured I'd film it while I made it. It is pretty easy to make. I've already done it. I'm pretty pleased with how it came out. So as always, I will link the recipe down below, and I do hope that you enjoy and that everyone has a blessed day. So to begin, we're gonna grease and line the bottom of a cake pan with parchment paper, and then you're also going to use a 5-inch. Well, I used a 5-inch pan, but the recipe called for a 6-inch, so I guess you could do either or. Next, we're going to go ahead and preheat the oven to 350, and then we're going to mix our dry ingredients together. For the dry ingredients, you're going to need half a cup of all-purpose flour, 5 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, and a half teaspoon of baking soda. Now we're going to transition to the wet ingredients, starting with making a cup of coffee because we do need some warm coffee. And then we're going to mix together a 1/3 cup neutral oil. I used vegetable oil, a half a cup of sugar, 1 large egg, a 1/3 cup of full fat sour cream, and a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Also 1 tablespoon of warm coffee. Now we're going to add the dry ingredients to the wet, and you're going to stir until just combined. Don't over stir it. One of the keys with this cake is that they said it should pull away from the sides, and an inserted toothpick should come out clean. If it does not, it will sink later. And this is not done. So we're gonna put her back in, probably do like another 2 minutes, and then we'll check it again. All right, 2 minutes, let's check her again. Sure yet, because it looks like it's sinking a little bit from where I stabbed her. Plus, well, actually that came out clean. Let me check one more spot just to be sure. I'm gonna let this cool over here in the pan. I'm gonna start on the ganache, and then after I get the chocolate cut, we'll pull her out. So for the ganache, you're going to use 3 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate that's been chopped up, and then a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. It also recommended, if you wanted to use a splash of light corn syrup. This just helps make the frosting smooth and shinier. I opted out of this because I didn't have it, and it was pointless to buy an ingredient for a splash for my purpose. So now I want to try to like make curls out of this, different things that I could put on top. I've never done this, so I don't know how well this is gonna work, and I need to get my hands cooled back down. So for the ganache, once you mix your chocolate with the heavy cream, you just put it over a double boiler on the stove and slowly let her melt down until she's smooth and no more chunks. And once your ganache is done, you just pour it over the top of the cake. You don't really ice it per se, you just kind of pour it on and let it drip a little over the edge. And then you're gonna top it. She used pomegranate on top, but I couldn't find that, so I decided to opt for fresh raspberries. And then the shredded, I guess, chocolate that I did with the leftover of the bar. Honestly, this cake was so good. It came out really well. We enjoyed eating it, and for those that don't like buttercream, this is ideal to have the ganache.